There's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right?
You've lost and your entire belief system has been rejected by the vast majority of the American people. Maybe you'll go home and cry about it and I'll laugh.
Because people aren't, it's not like that anymore. Nobody's still thinking about George Floyd. That's what had everybody going, you know.
Like the fingers are all like this. You know, it seems like Kamala Harris's team thinks it's Joe Biden's fault. Joe Biden's team thinks it's Kamala Harris's fault. There's another pocket of Dems that think it's just, you know, market circumstances and the...
Let's be clear, Joe Biden's team, Joe Biden is perfectly fine with the way things went. Joe Biden came out to the podium today, or I think it was yesterday, wherever. And he spoke well. He was fine. He was chilling. He wasn't smiling. He was in good spirits, okay? Joe Biden is fine with exactly what went down, and it's cool. But Megyn Kelly is ripping into Joy Reid and the rest of the left who've lost their minds again. I mean, you know, there's not this mass hysteria of protests or whatever. Like there was like a little bit of protest that happened right before, you know, after the election or whatever. I saw it in Chicago, but there's not like this constant like feeling of doom and gloom. I remember 2016, people were acting up way too much. I didn't vote for Trump, and I kind of was like, oh my gosh, we really got a Trump president, because I didn't know what we were getting into, right? That's different. And those people back then, they was just, it was too much. I was like, all right, y'all, we gotta get over it, man. The man's president already, right? But now it's not quite like that. But you have these people who their last dying gasp on the you know, the mainstream media and everything, they know nobody wants to hear their crap anymore. They're finished.
But that's not what Democrats do. We constantly try to parse out different ways of speaking to different cohorts because our focus groups or our polling shows that so-and-so appeals to such and such. That's not how normal people think. It's not common sense.
No, it's not. She was right, except for the last part in there where she was saying, if I say the wrong pronoun, call me out. No, don't call me out. You should make it obvious for me what your pronoun is. And if you don't, you're going to have to suffer the consequences of my stepping on the wrong one. I don't, sorry, I'm not.
And I mean, that's the thing, right? Like all of that happened, and it happened. We didn't make this up, right? Because it was insane. Even at certain jobs on your badge, it's like he, him, her, they never approached me. I noticed that there were people who had it at one of these contracts that I had. And I remember I was like, okay, if they come at me with that, I'm going to tell them, no, it's against my religion. I'm not playing this pronoun game with you. You know I'm a woman. Stop playing with me. But this is how insane it got. It got so insane. Yo, I have videos, man, because I was petty. I have videos of me, like, going through this administration. They were trying to put, like, safe crack houses and everything else. I mean, it was insane. People have had enough. People don't care. If you can't talk to people, just connect. Just connect, right? And so the left found out that people aren't trying to hear their complaints and the things that they're saying.
Vigilantism and white tears.
The dying industry of cable news primetime. But she does have one of the most popular. This woman is a raging racist. Race is everything to her. She hates white people, and she has one of the most prominent positions on the dying industry of cable news primetime. But she does have one of the most prominent positions on it. Take a listen to SOT 21.
There's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, it's like Green Waterworks.
For who's crying now, Joy? How you feeling this week? Your laughter at all the white tears. Guess what? Whites and blacks and Latinos just flipped you off. No one is buying into your version of identity politics and reducing everything to race essentialism and all the nonsense anymore. You've lost, and your entire belief system has been rejected by the vast majority of the American people. Maybe you'll go home and cry about it, and I'll laugh.
Because people aren't, it's not like that anymore. Nobody's still thinking about George Floyd. That's what had everybody going. You know, it was all of that. Like, and then everything was racism again. That stuff is starting to calm down, finally, right? Because guess what? We got bigger fish to fry. By the way, we have a bunch of illegals in this country. Yeah, no, they're still here, right? And they're not American. They're not American, okay? They're poisoning the blood of America, right? Right? Yeah, because they said that that's a bad thing to say. America's for the Americans. Now, you cannot have all these illegals here. And people are realizing that they're coming last to these politicians, to these big media people who are telling them you need to be upset because everything is racist. They're looking like, yo, I don't have any gas, and illegals are getting free food. And I'm having a hard time putting food on the table for my children. And I hate selling that, right? Like, I hate selling that everybody, and it's not that I'm selling. And by the way, guys, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, and the notification bell. Please, because I'm really happy for every eye that lands in this video. It's not that I'm saying, you know, everybody's just so poor. They're just so poor. Like, no, because it does start to sound a little like beggy, right? No, it's not that. But we've been lied to for the last 4 years. I remember when we were dealing in a recession, but they changed the definition. They play with the numbers. Yes, the numbers coming out of Wall Street look great, right? But the American person can tell that things got different for them, okay? And again, it's not about everybody's going hungry, but they're looking like it wasn't like this under Trump, meaning that it doesn't have to be like this. Right? So maybe there's a reason why it wasn't like this under him. It's like this under you guys. But if he could not have it like this, then this is my priority. I gotta take care of my family. Right? So I don't have time for all of the, you know, woke, all that stuff. That I hope they start getting rid of all of this stuff and get us back to a place of normalcy.
Laugh at your tears. It's just absurd. That's what Julie Roginski is up against. The Joy Reids of the world, the Sunny Hostins of the world. She's still railing on. We played this for you, but listen to Stop 15.
Finally, we talk a lot about these different demographics and these assumptions of where they're going to go. Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep.
So
and they were begging people to care about it for years. We
Misogyny
need to
and
take some
sexism.
lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not
Knock,
misogyny
knock.
and sexism.
Who's there? Oh my gosh, it's Whoopi.
Misogyny.
Yeah, they're getting crazy. I hate to stop.
See, I love this. I think this is great news for the normies because those people cannot be convinced out of their sick ideology. And so, again, they'll lose every election from now until they do.
But the thing is, Sunny Hostins, and forget just the elections. I'm sorry. I'm not saying anybody should lose their jobs, but I hope people see what she did there, what she's been doing, what she's been saying. She's always been the same, right? But they're getting hysterical. Misogyny. You guys are attacking the people. Okay, so you're going to lash out on the people. This is okay, right? How is this okay? How are you any better, right? Y'all keep telling us that Republicans are racist and everything else, but you have no problem coming at these people for voting for Trump. Right? Suddenly they don't deserve the same respect, right? So I was like that, though. I've dealt with that, too. No, it's not misogyny. You know, that's insane. That is insane. And Alyssa, again, who I normally don't even like on the show because I think she's, you know, a softcore conservative. But anyway, she's putting her foot down. She's like, no, the daggone border. Latinos do not like an open border. Okay, be clear. They don't. They really don't. Everything is coming to the light now. It's coming to a head. These people better get it together because I don't know how long their gig is going to last. Because it doesn't even look entertaining anymore. They're constantly going to keep erupting in chaos. I don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, I guess it's good for content. But, you know, it's a shame. I keep it like it's not looking good for them. But anyway, it's all good. I'm over here. This broad, she is so miserable. She's just been miserable since day one. Another one who, I mean, how long is the owner of MSNBC gonna let her keep on with her constant miserable takes? Let me just say this before I leave. This one, she, first of all, I don't like the whole white people bad, white people bad. I'm not into that. Okay, so that's something you guys already know. But do you know? I saw this girl do a report about Christians. And I wanted to come through the screen. And she was talking about how hateful Christians are, how Christians, cause, obviously, they be like white Christians. I don't care. Christians are Christians to me. You know what I mean? Christians caused all these problems. Christians killed this piece. Christians are just racist and all. It was so bad. I was like, yo, if I ever see this girl, I'm going to say something to her. Seriously, right? But they don't need you anymore, though, because the country has spoken, and they're tired of hearing the stuff. So I don't know how it's going to go for Joy, but I'm just saying, it's not good for content anymore. I don't know. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.